man who she admits wasn't a strong man because he married a single mother with 3 kids that weren't his, contributed to her sons lacking direction and ending up in prison.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
If you have watched any of my videos, then you know that I have 2 sons currently in prison right now. One is in prison for armed robbery and one is in prison for murder. And that's a really difficult pill to swallow. My son Tremaine was 19 years old when he decided with some friends of his to go to a college campus with a gun because they didn't have money and they wanted to rob some people. And my son and his friends picked a group of white kids to rob at gunpoint on this college campus. One of the white boys in the group that was being robbed was defiant. So my son beat him with a pistol. And I didn't know all of this at the time. I'm telling you a story that I know now. At the time, I didn't know this, and I was a waitress, and I went home one night, and on my way home from work, my ex-husband called me, and he said, do not watch the news when you get home. Call me, or at least that's what the message said. Do not watch the news when you get off. Call me. And I was scared to death. And when I called him, I said, is my son dead?
Well, at least she got one of those friendly calls. At least she got one of those friendly calls. It could have been one of those calls that I remember, 2016, 2017. Your brother just got shot. The lack of fathers in the household nowadays is the reason that these young men are going to prison, because there's no discipline. The feminists have won. Now our young men are going to prison. 50% of the B-dubs now reporting to have genital herpes. Y'all won. You wanted us to back off? We backed off. It's just sad. It's sad. Y'all will put the system and everything else in between the kids and whatever, or you're not happy and so forth and so on, and it affects the kids. She got 2 young men in prison. Armed robbery and murder. I guess it's a different kind of feeling when you can't hug your sons. You can't do what you want with your sons, or in order to see something that came out of you that you birthed, you got to go to a detention center. It's cold.